right, the next section we're going to do is, again, another precursor to Chapter 4, but I want to make sure that you know how to solve questions that involve multiplying binomial by binomial. Again, these are going to be expressions that we're looking at, and we need to be able to expand and simplify concepts like this. So, best way to do this is through looking at examples. Expand and simplify. So, x plus 1 times x plus 2, x minus 5 times x plus 6, 3x plus 5 times x minus 1, and 7x minus 3 times 4x minus 5. And one more, 5x minus 8 times 7x plus 3. So we're going to look at questions like this and how to solve them. Looking at part A. How do we solve expand and simplify a question like this? Well, that is, we take x and we multiply it by x. That is x times x, which equals x times x is x squared. X times plus 2 is plus 2x. Next one, plus 1 times x is plus x. And plus 1 times plus 2 is going to be plus 2. So what we did here is we expanded it. This is also known as FOIL. Some people call it FOIL because you have the first ones you're multiplying in each bracket, the outer two that you're multiplying in each bracket, the inner two that you're multiplying in each bracket, and the last in each bracket that you're multiplying. So first, outer, inner, last, also known as FOIL. Another way that students call this is they call it the rainbow fact. Basically, you're distributing each piece into the other bracket. So it's kind of like x is going to have a handshake with everyone in the other bracket. And plus 1 is going to have is going to shake hands with everyone in the other bracket. So again, we're distributing each term in one bracket into each term in the other bracket. So we have 2 terms here and 2 terms here, which should give us 2 times 2, which is 4 terms. And that's how much we have here. We have 4 terms. What we have to do next, folks, is simplify. So we have x squared plus 2x plus x, which is 3x, and then plus 2. So what we have here, once we've expanded and then simplified, is we have x squared plus 3x plus 2. All right, let's try the next one. What I want you to do is stop the video now and try and do part B. Okay, you're back. So, how do we do it? Well, we take x in the first bracket and multiply it to x in the second bracket. X in the first bracket, multiply it to 6 in the second bracket. Minus 5 from the first bracket, multiply it into the second bracket. Minus 5 times plus 6, and then what we do is we write it out. So x times x is x squared. X times plus 6 is plus 6x. Minus 5 times x is minus 5x, and minus 5 times plus 6 is minus 30. So one more time again, x times x gives you x squared. X times plus 6 gives us plus 6x. Minus 5 times x gives us minus 5x, and minus 5 times plus 6 gives us minus 30. All right, so we have this expression. Next thing we want to do is simplify. That is x squared plus x minus 30. Oops, too much, folks. Let's go back for a moment. We'll pause. Okay, here we are. So again, we have x squared plus x minus 30, because what we have is x squared plus 6x minus 5x minus 30. These two right here, this plus 6x minus 5x, these two together simplify to give us plus x. Everything else remains the same. Okay, let's try the next example. That is 3x times x, which is 3x squared. That's first. Next, we have 3x times minus 1. That is going to be minus 3x. And then we have plus 5 times x, which is plus 5x. And then we have plus 5 times negative 1, which is negative 5. So one more time again. 3x times x is 3x squared. 3x times minus 1 is minus 3x. Plus 5 times x is plus 5x. And plus 5 times negative 1 is negative 5. So we end up with 3x squared minus 3x plus 5x minus 5. Simplify, folks, and you will get 3x squared equals 3x squared And then these two will combine and simplify to give you plus 2x, and then minus 5. Okay, folks? So now we have this expression expanded here, simplified in this step. Let's look at the next one. 7x times 4x is going to be 28x squared. 7x times minus 5 is minus 35x. Minus 3 times 4x is minus 12x. And minus 3 times minus 5 is plus 15. So, what we're going to do is expand it. Here we are, the expansion. And then we're going to collect like terms. 28x squared minus 47x plus 15. So that, folks, is the simplified expression for this value right here. All right. Are there any questions here? No? Okay, let's continue. So, last but not least, we want to do 5x times 7x. All right, so looking at this next one, what we're doing is we're going to multiply 5x times 7x, which is 35x squared. Next, what we're going to multiply is 5x times plus 3, which gives us plus 15x. Next one we're going to multiply is minus 8 times 7x, which is minus 56x. And minus 8 times plus 3 is minus 24. That is 35x squared plus 15x minus 56x minus 24. The result will be 35x squared minus 41x minus 24. Okay, looking at the next one. We're looking at, let's see, f. 3x minus 5 all squared, and 2x minus 3 times 2x plus 3. And then we're going to look at another example, example 2. Find the area. So here we go. Looking at this first example, 3x minus 5 all squared, what we need to do, folks, so that you understand this, is be able to take 3x minus 5 and double it. That's exactly what a square does. It doubles the question. So 3x minus 5 times 3x minus 5. Once you double it, you can now expand it. So again, 3x times 3x, which is 9x squared. 3x times minus 5, which is minus 15x. Minus 5 times 3x, which is minus 15x. And minus 5 times minus 5, which is plus 25. So now that we've expanded it, we can simplify. That is 9x squared minus 30x plus 25. All right, G. G, when we expand this one, again, we do the same thing as we've done before, which is FOIL. First times the first, which is 2x times 2x, which is 4x squared. And then we're going to take 2x times positive 3, so that's the outer 2, which is plus 6x. The inner 2, minus 3 times 2x, is minus 6x. And minus 3 times plus 3 is going to be minus 9. So, once we expand it all out, we simplify by writing 4x squared, minus 9. Now, why is that minus 9, you might be asking? Well, folks, plus 6x minus 6x means there's no x's left, folks. No x's, we don't write anything here, folks. So, there's no x's, and then a minus 9. So, this, funny enough, turned out to be a binomial. Oftentimes when we expand to binomials, we end up with a trinomial. But every once in a while, something kind of neat turns out to look like this. And we'll be exploring more of this, especially in grade 10 academic math. All right, example 2. You're asked to find the area. So these ticks here, this tick, this tick, this tick, this tick, and this tick, means that all of these sides are the same length. What length are they? 2, it's just x plus 2. This part here is 2x plus 2. 2x plus 2, it's going to be for this area and this area. So this whole side here is 2x plus 2. So what we want to do is find the area of the entire thing. Okay? So how do we do that? Well, what we have to do is, to find the area, we want to find the area of the two parts. So x plus 2 are those is that piece right there. That entire piece has all the lengths of the sides as x plus 2. And then the black rectangle has x plus 2 on the top and the bottom, and the sides are 2x plus 2. So area 1 will be x plus 2 times x plus 2. Area 2, that's area 1, and we have to add area 2. What is area 2 all about? Well, it's area 2 is going to be 2x plus 2 times x plus 2. So we need to simplify an expression that looks like this. How do we do that? Well, we expand out. So we're going to expand out area 1 first, and then we're going to expand out area 2. And I'm going to keep them in red and green. In the red, we want to multiply x times x, which gives us x squared, x times plus 2, which gives us plus 2x, plus 2 times x, which gives us plus 2x, and then plus 2 times plus 2, which is plus 4. Plus, and then the green area, which is going to be 2x times x, which is 2x squared, 2x times plus 2, which is plus 4x, plus 2x, and then plus 4. So altogether we have these two values here, the red and the green, and what we now have to do is simplify the expression. We have no more brackets, folks, so now we can just simplify the expression. So x squared gets added x squared plus 4x plus 4, so I simplify the red, and then I simplify the green, 2x squared plus 6x plus 4, and what I do now is collect the like terms. So we have x squared plus 2x squared, which gives me 3x squared. We have 4x plus 6x, which gives me plus 10x. And plus 4 times, add another 4 is plus 8. So the simplified expression for this is 3x squared plus 10x plus 8. All right, moving on. Example 3. Expand and simplify. Let's look at another example where we have to expand and simplify an expression. And this is a pretty long one here, folks. So let's look at this one. Well, so now what we have is a monomial times a binomial times a binomial minus a monomial times a binomial. Wow, this is a lot. Not really, folks. Let's look at it slowly. First of all, when you have a monomial times two binomial multiplied by two binomials that are multiplied, what we need to do is set up a strategy. The strategy is we need to take these two sets of brackets and make them become 1. So negative 5 will stay outside. And what you want to do is expand the inside. 7x times 5x is going to give you 35x squared. 7x times minus 1 is going to give you minus 7x. Minus 3 times 5x is going to give us minus 15x. And minus 3 times minus 1 will give us plus 3. So that is the expansion of the first double set of brackets. And then we have a minus 2 times x plus 1. Okay, so at least we got rid of the double set of brackets. Next step is to expand out. I'm going to multiply this negative 5 into every piece that's inside this bracket. So negative 5 times 35x squared is minus 175x squared. Minus 5 times minus 7x is plus 35x. Minus 5 times minus 15 is plus 75x. And minus 5 times plus 3 is minus 15. And then we're going to expand the second part and write it out. So negative 2 times x is minus 2x. And negative 2 times positive 1 is negative 2. So we expanded it all, folks, and now we need to simplify. So minus 175x squared stays the way it is, and then we're going to simplify the x's. 35x plus 75x minus 2x is going to give us plus 108x. So 35 plus 75 is 110, minus 2 is 108x. And then minus 15 minus 2 gives us minus 17. And that's, folks, is the simplification of this question that started out pretty big. Pretty neat, folks. All right, well, that's the end of the lesson. Have a numerical day.